Hello, Jim Farr from Emmanuel United Methodist Church in Noblesville, bringing you this week's Thoughts from the Far Side. I had something amazing happen just a little while ago. We're getting near the end of the year in our preschool program, and they're practicing their programs and their graduation for those that are moving on. And I love kids. You probably noticed that last week when had my little Olivia with me, and she spent more time looking at the stickers she had on the table than interacting, but I just love kids. So I'm standing outside the sanctuary, and they're just kind of filing out. And right then, there were really no preschool teachers with the middle part of the group. And one young man was so fascinated. He walked over to our automatic dispenser for our antiseptics and put his hand under there, and he just left it under there and kept watching the antiseptic foam pile up and pile up and pile up. And I was so happy and laughing so much, I couldn't do anything about it if I wanted to. I probably wouldn't have anyway, not my department. But when the teacher came out, we were both laughing about how they just understand and they can accept that stuff. And he was having so much fun just watching it land on him. And it really hit me. It hit me in really a strong way. This week, we're beginning a new sermon series, as I announced, and we're talking about grace. And I thought about that. That machine is like God's grace. It just keeps pouring it out as long as we keep our hands ready for the grace to hit us. And once again, I guess Jesus was really accurate and right, as he always was. Little children should lead us. And I've thought about that because we adults struggle so much with accepting grace and love and forgiveness and mercy, not only from God, but from other people. And this young man, in his joy and the look, I wish I could have taken a picture and captured the look on his face, and he was just so happy that was cascading down all over his hand. And I wish we could all be happy to understand that that's who God really is. Sometimes we get different images of God, and God was a lot of different things and described in so many different ways in Scripture. But the theme that runs through the Bible from the beginning to the end is God's amazing grace and love. God's amazing forgiveness and mercy that's poured out upon us. And so today, I really want you to think about that. Wherever you might be today, I want you to think about that. Have you really taken advantage of that grace? Have you been willing just to say, yes, I don't know my theology. I don't know the Bible. I don't go to church. I don't do any of that stuff. You know what? God's grace is still for you. And it will pour out on you just like that antiseptic foam poured out on the hand of that young boy today. And I can only hope that you can be as pleased and as happy as he was that God's grace is pouring out on you. So today, I want you to forget about anything you've heard in the life of the church, what the church does in the world, how the church interacts with people. Anything you've heard about God that may not fit your own worldview. And just for a few moments, I want you to think about this, that God provides us with this thing we call grace, which is an outpouring of love that's there for all of us. If we could just be willing to accept it and to receive it just like a child. May it be so for us.